Hello, my name is Martin. I am currently training to become a primary school teacher with the Carmel Teacher Training Programme. So I'll be part of the 2021 class of graduates, hopefully graduating in June this year, or finishing in June this year. As you can probably tell, we are still mid-lockdown, so I'm nursing a lovely lockdown haircut. Before starting this course, I hadn't really had any major experience working with children. I'd done Camp America, but that was pretty much it. My main body of work experience was retail management. In fact, after university, that's what I did for the best part of 8 years. I worked in supermarkets, cafes, in fast food restaurants. So obviously we had young children who were customers, but predominantly the youngest people I worked with were 16-year-olds. So stepping into a primary school classroom was entirely different. That being said, I do still use a lot of the skills that I learned in retail in the classroom environment all the time. So multitasking, people management skills, process management skills are really, really useful. I made the decision to get into teaching simply because the further up the career ladder I went in retail management, the less happy I was. I felt like I was moving away from the actual people side of the job and just making money for people I didn't know. I just wasn't happy doing it. So I wanted to make a difference kind of in the local community and make a difference to the people around me. I chose Carmel for a couple of reasons. Predominantly, the two that stood out were their approach to central training. So obviously as a primary school teacher, you get training on every single subject. Carmel's approach is that you get that subject-specific training on a Friday afternoon, or on a Friday in fact, which was brilliant because it meant that whatever you learned on that Friday, you could then put into practice the following week. You could run ideas by your peers, you could ask questions that, again, you could apply the following week. Whereas if you're doing one big block of central training, you don't really get that opportunity. The other reason is because of it being a Catholic provider. I'm not a practicing Catholic. In fact, I'd probably consider myself an atheist. But I was brought up in a Catholic family, and I went to Catholic schools, and the kind of ethos and the community spirit that's generated in Catholic schools is amazing, and that's something that I wanted to build into my own teaching style. I have actually got a job next year and I'm not going to be teaching in a Catholic school, but I know that I'll be taking a lot of the things that I learned on this course from being in Catholic schools with me to my actual position. In terms of why I would choose Carmel if I were you, this year has been insane. There's probably never been a more disrupted year of teaching, and it's been really challenging. But I am absolutely certain that being part of the Carmel skit has helped me throughout this year. It's given me the opportunity to get into the classroom where a lot of providers haven't had that. It's given me the opportunity to really test myself. So I was part of the rollout of online lessons. I created my own resources and essentially came up with my own curriculum for online teaching. And I was trusted to do that because the schools that we were in have such a good relationship with Carmel in terms of understanding what the students are capable of. And it also helps with the job. I mean, I'm very fortunate in that I've got a job kind of right at the beginning of the window, and it's because the Carmel skit has such a reputable name, that it opens doors and people know that in theory what you do will be high quality. So best decision in my life to get into teaching. I can't wait to actually get my own class and kind of hit the ground running, and I believe that I'll be capable of doing that because of the Carmel skit. So I would highly recommend it. Good luck. Cheers.